recommendation to remove. After a heated and emotional discussion today about the future of 4 Confederate monuments in New Orleans, a city commission says it is time for them to go. Reporter Andy Cunningham is live outside City Hall, where the next meeting is set to happen in less than an hour. Andy.
That's right, that meeting at 6 o'clock. But first, Adriana, the Historic District Landmarks Commission overwhelmingly voting today, recommending the City Council move 4 prominent monuments to the Confederacy. But today's meeting started with plenty of fire from people on both sides of this issue. The first speaker at the first of 2 public meetings Thursday came out swinging.
It is amazing in 2015, I'm fighting Robert E. Lee.
About 3 dozen people spoke in favor of removing 4 monuments to the Confederacy: the Robert E. Lee statue at Lee Circle, the Jefferson Davis statue on Jefferson Davis Parkway, the PGT Beauregard statue on Esplanade, and the Battle of Liberty Place monument at Iberville Street.
I completely and totally support the removal of the monuments and putting them into a proper historical context with plaques deploring the false values for which they stand.
To take these monuments down is un-American.
Those who oppose the removal, in big numbers as well, passionate, saying removing the monuments would be erasing part of the city's history.
We need to continue to teach all history. If we remove these monuments, they are removing the markers of history. Whether they are right or whether they are wrong is not the point.
Opponents argue the mayor should be focusing on more pressing issues facing the city, like crime. Landrieu, not scheduled to speak Thursday, said the day before crime remains his top priority. A representative from his administration spoke on his behalf at the meeting.
This is about more than Robert E. Lee the man, or PGT Beauregard, or Jefferson Davis, or the members of the White League. This discussion isn't about them. It is about the ideology that caused their monuments to be erected in the first place.
And New Orleanians will get another chance to weigh in tonight, as the Human Relations Commission is also holding a public meeting to discuss the future of these Confederate monuments in New Orleans. That's happening at 6 o'clock, also inside council chambers. The HRC will then make its recommendation to the City Council, which again will have the final say about what happens to these monuments, and if they vote to remove them, where would they go? Reporting live on your side from City Hall, I'm Andy Cunningham, WDSU News.